Big bro, thanks for hopping on with this, man. Weird times we're in right now for the Giants, and I've always come to you with advice on the field, off the field. You were a leader of the team back in 2007, and with your time with the Giants, from watching, bro, there was so much hope in the spring and the summer going into this season. What's going wrong, man? Like, you're a leader. What is going wrong with this Giants season this year?
Well, from outside looking in, there's not a shortage of players. I think we have decent coaches. I don't understand the the amount of influence that one player has had as in Scatterable. We were doing great offensively when he was, when he was touching the ball. But we lost him on a nasty, gruesome ankle injury, leg injury, whatever have you, and just the energy hadn't been the same. It hadn't been the same ever since. And Dart, I love Jackson Dart. I thought that that we should have drafted him. I thought that was the right pick for the New York Giants. I thought he was a quarterback that can come in and do some things for us that we've never seen before from a quarterback position. Getting yards with his feet, just making a lot of plays, extending plays, and doing a lot of great things, having swag and just bringing that type of confidence to the locker room that the New York Giants had never had at that position. I love Eli. So to say has never had at that position, I just mean the type of quarterback he is and
Yeah.
his characteristics and his demeanor. That's more about what I'm talking about. I need to clear that up. People say I'm trying to throw Eli under the bus.
Yeah.
So um, just that type of thing. Like, I was a quiet guy. He had other guys on the team to do that stuff that he didn't do. The lead, the loud leading and stuff like that. He led with his play. And I think Jackson Dart is going to be the quarterback for the New York Giants in the future. I think him and Scatterbull is going to be two guys going together now. Defensively, I don't understand. I mean, we got the defensive front, the best defensive front, on one of the top two or three defensive fronts in the NFL. We getting pressure on passers. I think Burns is sitting at about 10 sacks right now. Um, you know, Not even to midseason at this point. So I think that our defensive line is was looked at to be the strongest part of our defense. Now, giving up 30 points a game on why that's going the way it has so far. Now, the cookie never crumbled the way you want it to. The cookies never crumble the way you want it to. And in saying that, you can have all the best weapons on your team, but the stuff may not necessarily gel the way you think is going to. So I just think we need a little bit more time to, like together. I think every time I do an interview about the New York Giants, I feel like I'm making up excuse after excuse every year when I do interviews. But I really truly feel like this particular team is the best New York Giants team that we've had in a while on paper. Um, I think when Malik Neighbors went down, I think we should have used that opportunity to bring in another wide receiver that can help us. Um, on offense. I don't know why the Giants chose to not do that, whatever their option is. Obviously, I support whatever whatever the reason was. But if I was the one in charge, I would have definitely looked to bring another wide receiver in, and in some way to come, and that's a veteran that can come in and help us right now that may have been out there, or possibly make a trade for somebody to come in and be able to help us. So I mean, it's a lot of different things. I think the running game has been great. Scatterable turned that up. Now you got Devin in the game. I think he's doing good. I would like to see more Tyrone Tracy, obviously. But I think, like, on and on, I think the offense has turned up a little bit more than we've seen in past years. Just hope we get better going down, from this point forward.